Okay, everybody, I have a Kings and Kaisers announcement. Many of you already know the announcement, but this is for the wider world. For anyone who is interested in attending, we are going to be having a Kings and Kaisers tournament in January. The first ever Kings and Kaisers tournament. It will be on the 10th and 11th, which is a Friday and Saturday. Originally, we were set to have it on the 11th and 12th, which is a Saturday, Sunday, but we got a good venue, and it turns out that that timing worked well for everyone else, or better for everybody else. So it is the 10th and 11th, Friday, Saturday. It's a 2-day event, all day, Kings and Kaisers. The first day will be a random draw, and the second day will be based on day one scores, but won't exactly work like a medal round in BBR. I'll explain later. So right now we already have 4 tables set, so that's 8 teams. We have definitely enough room for more. The venue we have is the Holiday Inn Express in HOFFMAN Estates, Illinois, which is pretty close to Schaumburg, if you're familiar with the Chicagoland area. Not too far from O'Hare, maybe about 20-30 minutes at most. I'm currently working with the hotel to get a block of rooms set for everybody so we can get a discount. And the venue itself, I took a look at it this weekend. It's excellent. If you've been to our BBR tournaments in Chicago, it is bigger than that room. Bigger and better. It's an obscene amount of room. It's more than we really need, honestly. It's definitely over 2,000 square feet for sure. So yeah, it's a great venue. I hope we can get more teams to come, because it's just we're gonna be able to have a game of bags or flag football in there while we're playing Kings and Kaisers, because it's so big. So hopefully we can get more tables. Also featured at every table, and I made a video about this last week, are going to be our micro hit dice. So every table will have these at them, and I'll have some of these available if you guys want to get some. And yeah, just got these and they're excellent. If you want to take a look, I have a regular sized die right here. Apologize for the lighting. About half the size. So we got our 1s, our 2s, and 3s and 4s. The reds have 4s. And these colors, I'm going to take a few out of here. These colors match up with the colors of Kings and Kaisers, essentially. So yeah, you'll see this red is featured with the major cities right here, Bombay. Matched pretty well. We have the dark blue, that's one of the most prominent colors. It's kind of everywhere to a certain degree. The lighter blue, which is what you see with the C zones, pretty much. It's not exact. Couldn't get the exact color, but it's close. You can also see that with the minor cities. Actually, no, that's the dark blue. The dark blue is with the minor cities. You can see that. A little bit of a glare. And then the white, obviously, with the land somewhat. So yeah, Kings and Kaisers branded colors. I am selling these for a set. I do have that's my most recent video, so if you have any interest in a little bit more detail on those micro dice, let me know. I do have a bunch of sets, so if you want some, let me know. I'll leave my email in the description too. So yeah, this is going to be a fun event. It's our first ever Kings and Kaisers. In terms of timers and stuff like that, I mean, I'm going to get into all of that kind of detail at a later date, but we do not have a set amount of time yet. Me and Moose Cow need to get together and talk about how much time we want to allot for each team per table, because Kings and Kaisers is slightly longer of a game than BBR. Not that much longer. If you know what you're doing, it actually could be quicker. But we're going to talk that over and see how much time we want to give. We may have a loose timer this year, something to where, okay, let's not go past this amount of time, or this time on the clock, like the literal clock, not the time clock, like the chess clock, but let's not go past 8 p.m. for instance. We may do that just to see how the timing works out for this first year, because we really have not played this as a tournament setting game yet. So in terms of how the scoring is going to work, so like I mentioned before, day one will be, sorry, I'm setting up my board here. So day one will be random draw, like I mentioned. And then based on those scores will feed into day 2. Now, what we're thinking right now will be the system, and I think this is what pretty much everybody has agreed with so far, is that the top 2 teams will play each other day two. Top 3 and 4 teams will play each other day 2, and then so on, all the way down the line. But with a caveat that the win and loss bonuses for each of those games is higher the higher the seed. So for example, the top 2 teams playing each other on day 2, the win bonus would be 4 points and the loss bonus would be 2 points. For the second game, it would be a win bonus of 3 points, loss bonus of 1 point. For the third game, it would be win bonus 2 points, loss bonus no points. And then the last game, currently our 4th table, would be a 1 point win bonus for winning and nothing for losing. That's what we're looking at right now. The scores for Kings and Kaisers are not like BBR. They're not real big scores. So for example, like our most recent game that we had, Operation Devil Dogs, the final score was 8-4, I believe, or 7-4. That's only a 3-point differential. In the game itself, there is a tiebreaker built into the game. So we actually, my game with Jonah before Operation Devil Dogs, which was Operation Dungeon, it ended in a tie, a victory point tie, but it came down to the combined cumulative income of certain nations to break that tie. So that we already have a built-in tiebreaker right there. So, all right. Let me know if you have questions. I will have more videos coming at a later date, like I said, just covering more details about the tournament. If you are interested, I still need to work on what the correct registration fee would be as well. I'm guessing it's going to be around anywhere from $60 to $80. I have to cover the venue cost as well as food for 2 days. That includes snack food and a hot lunch of some kind for 2 days. So I have to make sure I'm covered there. I'm probably going to have to go out of pocket for some of the other game materials, but it is what it is. It's the first year of a tournament. I just want to make sure you guys have food and we have a good venue. So, all right, if you are interested, again, I'm going to say it like 100 times, let me know. If you're interested in microdice, let me know. I'll leave my email in the description. All right, take care, guys.